1 year I lost 97 pounds and then I gained 120 back within 2 years. It gets to a dark place because you're like, oh, well, now I start to hate myself. So I'm like, why do I look like this?
Do you ever feel responsible for using your platform? Because at the same time, you're a comedian.
I'm getting death threats. No matter what I think, what I do, what I don't do, people are ready to come after you. There's so many people in prisons right now in Iran that are Nobel Prize winners. They're very intelligent doctors, engineers, you name it, everything.
What you've done the last 5-6 years is hard. That's fucking hard to do.
If you can't take care of your health, how can you take care of a woman? How can you take care of finances? How can you take care of a family? One of the most heartbreaking things to think about is not reaching your full potential. You easily could just do it.
Let's say this reel hit 1 million views. That's 1 million fucking people that you don't know what they're going through.
Most people in this world can't or aren't willing to do what I'm doing.
What do you want to be remembered for?
I want to be remembered for...
Neema, baby. Welcome back, bro.
It's been 5 years.
5 fucking years.
Cinque.
There
Cinque
we go.
anni. All right, I know Italian. All right, you more.
You do. You were episode 20 for us.
That's wild.
Like, and you were one of our first episodes. I don't know if you did a podcast. You probably did, but I feel like we were one of the first people to have you on our podcast at that point.
Yeah, I mean, in person.
Yep.
Especially, yeah, because I only started doing podcasts in person after the pandemic.
Yeah.
And so you guys were one of the first ones after the pandemic hit that I did it in person.
It's crazy,
So,
man.
it's pretty
5
cool.
years and a lot's changed, obviously.
Yeah.
You know, you've been killing it.
Thank you.
Dude, I'm just proud of you.
I appreciate that.
Straight up. Because I was watching that episode. I'm like, look at this guy. He's like, and you were manifesting things on that episode. You were telling us what you wanted to get done. But you were also very much the same guy that you are today, which I appreciate. And we're going to get into all the things that might have changed in the last 5 years, all the things you've accomplished. But yesterday, I want to start with this because yesterday you posted a story, something very powerful about what's happening in Iran right now. So maybe for someone who doesn't understand fully what's going on right now, even for someone like me, what is going on right now there?
To put it in basic, simple terms, because I'm not the best well-versed in this topic either.
Yeah.
All I know is that country has been oppressed, suppressed, just corrupted for like 47 years. Pretty much since the revolution happened in 79.
Yeah.
When the king came out of power and then the new leaders came into power and then they start to implement the Islamic regime. That's when shit kind of went downhill. And then the thousands of people, men, women, kids who were killed and tortured and put into prisons because you don't align with the government, that's been happening since then. And so people in Iran have been fighting since those days, the early days of when these new fucking ayatollahs came into power, these mullahs.
It's a regime, pretty much.
It's a regime. It's corrupt. It's a dictatorship.
Okay.
And it's bullshit. And it's especially for me, like I was born in Canada, but my whole family's from Iran. My parents fled Iran because of that reason, because they saw how corrupt it was getting, and they were making. They start to make women wear hijabs and cover up more and more, and you lose rights left and right. Like you don't have anything. It's all police against you and the government against you. Yeah. It's never for the people. Yeah. And it was always these like 1% at the top who had all the power, all the money, and everyone else gets fucked. People were living in slums at the time. Damn. So, now, the reason why the new protests have been sparked in Iran right now, this past like 12, 13 days, is because like 13 days ago, roughly, the stores, the markets, the bazaars, like the people who are like selling like products to people that own restaurants or takeout, whatever it is. Okay. The inflation went up so much, even those people couldn't afford to buy the products to sell to people. Wow. And so when those people are like, bro, what the fuck? They started hitting the streets. It sparked back the protests, not only against inflation and corruption, but the oppression and suppression overall from the entire country that they've been getting all these years. And 2022, I don't know if you remember or heard about what happened in 2022, but like Mahsa Amini, she was a woman who got killed because her hijab was halfway on her head which is supposed to be like fully on, right?
Insane.
And it's like that just sparked like an outroar. Obviously, it was like, it was nuts. It was insane. And that was one of the biggest protests in history in Iran until now. Now it's like everyone's flooding the streets. It's like millions of people, like more, like visibly more than ever.
Yeah. And
pretty much they just want their country back. They want to be liberated. They want to be free, right? As they should. And it's like, and I'm so passionate about it too, because even though I was born in Canada, I've never been able to visit Iran. I've never been able to visit my parents' country that they once came from. Yeah. My dad hasn't been able to go back. Damn. My grandfather was a journalist in Iran for a lot of his life, and he was thrown into prison, tortured, so many things because he was against the government, right? Yeah. But he was brave enough to do that shit, and a lot of people were. And so that was also part of the reason why they had to flee, because they wanted him dead. My dad was associated with him. He's also in like the Communist Party over there because he's like so for the people. They pretty much wanted them like either like in prison or dead.
Yeah.
And so it's like, I want my parents to be able to see their own country again. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. Imagine you couldn't go back to Italy ever.
Oh, fuck.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I would lose my
or
mind.
Your own family who's from there couldn't go back. That would be insane.
Yeah.
So that's been the fight, man, for the past like 50 years or so.
Okay.
It's just been about that. And right now it's the best it's ever been. And they've really been actually making a lot of changes. They're to the point where a lot of the police in some cities in Iran right now are surrendering. They're putting their weapons down.
Yeah, yeah.
Which has never happened.
Wow.
Which is pretty cool, you know? And so anyway, that's like the high end, the simple terms of what's really happening over there, and why, I think it's important to raise the awareness for it.
In 2022, when they had the protests, I guess nothing ended up coming from it after?
No, they got really close, actually. Like, people got really close to like bringing the government down, but I guess like they were just still too weak, or they were too powerful.
Yeah. And
it kind of died down, and then people in the diaspora, like in Canada and US and other parts of the world, I guess they kind of calmed down too with like the raising awareness and whatever they were trying to do. So it just never happened. But now it's like, it's pretty close. I don't know. I think it's pretty close.
I saw like they shut down the internet or something like
that.
Yeah,
that happened 2 days ago. I don't know exactly what happened, but apparently Elon Musk put Starlink, so it's like it helped.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, there's just so many things you don't know. There's a lot of bullshit that's happening. Just even when you do share these things that you see online, a lot of it's propaganda.
True.
A lot of it's AI. So you have to be careful of that. Nowadays, you have to be careful of that.
Of course.
And so that's been a whole thing.
Yeah, yeah. Do you ever feel like responsible for using your platform? Because at the same time, you're a comedian, right?
Yeah.
And I don't know if I haven't really seen you talk about politics much or political issues.
Yeah.
But do you ever feel responsible to go out there and say something like you did yesterday, for example? Does that ever feel like a responsibility to you, or does that feel like a pressure to you?
Yeah, like yes and no. The thing is, when I got into comedy, like it's been over 10 years now.
Yeah.
It wasn't my intention to do anything other than just be the best comedian.
Yeah.
That's all I thought about, is like, how can I just do comedy and do what I love? Mm-hmm. How do I build a platform? How do I make people laugh? How do I sell shows? All those things. I was thinking about just that at the time. Naturally, it's like you got to start somewhere.
For sure.
But then after I started to build a little bit of a following and a platform, and I realized that social media has gone to a place where people rely on creators like myself to spread news rather than fucking actual news networks.
Yep.
Then it started to get a little confusing, because I was like, fuck, like I built my platforms over the past like 7-8 years at the time when the first thing was happening. And I'm like, and actually I got a lot of flack the last time, because as soon as the protests were happening, I wasn't saying anything.
This was 2022.
Like, 2022.
Okay.
And people were like, oh, you're silent. Like within like the day, like I didn't even know what was happening.
Yeah.
But the thing is that no matter what I think, what I do, what I don't do, people are ready to come after you.
It's true.
Even now, I'm getting death threats this past week. It's nuts. It's crazy.
For not speaking or for speaking?
Both. It's not speaking, and then now when you do it again, or it's too late, or oh, you posted, but what about this? Or oh, but you didn't say this. But what about last time? But what about this? What about Palestine? What about? I'm like, bro, like I'm only one person. Yeah. I've never really talked about this stuff on my platforms in general.
Yeah.
I'm new to it. Like I'm trying my best. I think I'm doing the right thing, and I'll help where I can. The last time, what we did that was really that we did really well was, yeah, sure, you can post a couple stories, but I'm not gonna save the country by a post. The Ayatollah is not gonna look at my story, guys. Neema posted stop. We have to stop power. Like, it's not gonna happen, right? Yeah. And so, yeah, sure, it helps other people have more awareness around it, but the actual government itself, the people inside the country, have to be the ones to free the country.
Yeah.
And I'm in solidarity. Like I'm rooting for these people.
Yeah.
I really want them to fucking take over the regime and like get them out. But no matter what you do online, people are just waiting. Yeah. But the thing is, this time around, we realized there's a lot of bots.
That's for sure.
As soon as you mention one thing that's like a buzzword, there are bots.
Yep.
And like they're like really intense. Their comments, right? And so what we did last time really well was, on top of raising the awareness, we put on like a charity show, because I was like, well, what can I do that I know best? What I know best is how to make people laugh, how to do comedy. And so I'm like, all right, like what if I combine, doing something good for the country and raising awareness, but also doing it in a way where it's comfortable for me, where I can get the point across. Yeah. And it's like me putting on a show, all the ticket sales goes straight to a school in a small town in Iran that my dad is very familiar with, he has connections with. Yeah. And we can put some kids into a school and give them supplies. Wow. It's like, that's the least I could do. I don't know. It's like, but that's impact. I'm not going to, yeah, exactly. It's small, but it's like, if I can do that, I think it's still a win, right? And we did. We ended up raising all the money. It was like, I don't remember how much it was. I think it was like $6,000 or something like that. But here, over there, the currency is nothing.
For sure.
And then they sent us the video like a few months after the school was built. There's a boys section, a girls section. It's like the kids are in the classrooms. Like that's what this is. I think that's what my platform's for. Yeah. So, and I'm happy to do it. Yeah. It's when people are obligated they're entitled, and they come at me like right away being like, yo, but you have to post all this and this and this. But it's like, oh, you're scum. And they start calling my mom a whore. And they're coming after me and be like, yo, like, this is incorrect or this is that. And I'm like, dude, like, I'm trying to help and you're coming at me. Yeah. How do you think I'm going to react? Like, you think I'm going to be, oh, yeah, sorry, master. Yeah. Like, I'm not going to just, like, be a coward and, like, stoop to your level. Yeah. The only thing I can do is just to, like, post what I think is right and just keep moving forward. Like, no matter what happens, people are going to unfollow me. They're going to block me. They're going to send me hate-ass comments like that. And we've gone like thousands. We've blocked 1,000 people like this past week.
Well, that's the best way to do it. Just block them.
But you know what? The biggest annoyance is the people who come at me wrongfully and in an emotional state. Okay. But then when I dunk on them and I'm very calm and I'm like, hey, by the way, like, this is what's happening for real, and here's the proof, and here's what I did before. Because people are like, yo, why don't you post anything? I'm like, here's the video. Here's the stories, and then they shut up. Mm-hmm. But the people who come at me and they send me derogatory comments or like really like, just hateful shit. Yeah. Not only will I won't engage, but I will screenshot the things. I'll block them, and then when things calm down and they know that I'm the one who's in the right by the things I'm posting, I will be petty. I will unblock all those people and message them, be like, hey, remember what you said? Yep. What happened? Yep. Now, I'd love to be proven wrong. Mm-hmm. I'm okay with that. Yeah. But in the event things go the way that they should, based off of what I know, I will come after those people.
Well, those people need a reality check.
And they do. And some of them have gotten it. Yeah. And they've come and they completely changed their tune. Like, people have sent me paragraphs cussing me out, and then I tell them something that is against what they believe or actually prove them wrong. Yeah. And they immediately like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Like, I was just emotional. I'm like, so go fuck yourself.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not coming after you guys being like, you're an idiot because you're wrong. Yeah. I have a different opinion. I have a different perspective. Yeah. And it's okay how you feel. But don't come at me. I'm trying to help.
I think a lot of people, like you said, they're acting on emotion right away. They see a video, they see this happening.
Hysteria.
And they're just like, they have to do something so fast. We're like, okay, who's the person that I know right now that's not saying anything?
Yeah.
Him. Get him.
Yeah.
But I love that you block them and then unblock them and then say, well, here you go, by the way.
Well, the thing is, yeah, like I say that, but I don't know. Maybe I'll change my mind in the future when it comes to that, because I'm like, well, I also want to spend my energy
for sure
being negative like they are.
For sure.
Now, once in a while, maybe I'll be a little petty. I'm like, hey.
No, but you're educating them in a way because, again, clearly they follow you to begin with. Mm-hmm. So they're inspired by you in some sort of way where they look up to you.
Yeah.
So for you to educate them on that matter, usually it's a lot more powerful than them just watching the news.
Well,
let's
100%.
Say, right? Where they're like, fuck, well, you know what? Like, and second of all, he's taking time to tell me this.
Yeah, but
which
they don't think that.
Some of them, you know, like we've got hate before, not to that extent, but sometimes they're even surprised if we respond.
Oh yeah, I get that all the time.
Oh shit, I didn't even think he was gonna. Oh shit, no, I didn't mean that. By the way,
yeah, I get that all the time.
At this point, like, you know, you've been doing content for so long, you've been doing comedy for so long, you've been online for so long. Do those hateful messages like still get to you, like in a deep way?
Depends. I mean, not as much as before, to be honest, because me and my brother, we always talk about these things, and we're always on the same level, same wavelength, understanding what these hate comments mean.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, for the most part, we're fine.
Yeah.
But then, yeah, we're only human. Once in a while, it does get to you. And yesterday, actually, my brother, he came to me. He's like, I'm not gonna lie, I caught an L. Like I got sucked into it.
Oh.
And I'm like, yeah, okay, well, that sucks, because you're like, well, we said that we wouldn't let it affect us because we understand our context. We know what we're doing. We know the truth.
Yeah.
And that's all that should matter. Mm-hmm. But sometimes when you see someone calling your mom a whore, then you're like, all right, well, fuck, you know, how did you feel?
It's tough to ignore that,
and
bro.
So, exactly. So, but other than that, you know, everything else, I'm like, all right, you guys are just idiots. Like, you're just a troll. You're a bot. You know what I'm saying? We think way more this time around than the last time we were getting these hate comments. So, yeah, I mean, for the most part, it's fine. But also what you have to understand is some of these people, they wake up immediately checking their phone, and all they see is the negative shit that they're talking about.
Yeah.
They're not like, it's all their whole life. Yeah. It just becomes this for the next 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And so obviously they're going to lash out.
Yeah.
They're going to be emotionally charged. They're going to come after easy targets because they think, well, it's he's probably getting hundreds of comments. He probably won't even see mine, but fuck this guy.
Yeah.
But then when I do see it, then they start to feel like shit, and they check themselves. Sometimes they don't. Because it's so much easier to just go after someone who is like popular, right?
Of course.
You're not gonna message your boy and be like, "Yo, fucking your mom's a like."
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah. They would never do that.
Yeah.
And so I feel like a lot of people are like that. And on top of that, to make it easier for us, we're like, all right, well, most of these people won't say this shit in person.
Oh, definitely not.
And I know that because people like Jordan Peterson has talked about this. Any famous celebrity that has talked about, like, people who are like in that world where they get hate a lot, they're like 99% of the interactions in person have been positive.
Yeah.
It's like 1% a few times where it's been weird.
Yeah.
So it's like, all right, that makes me calm down. I'm like, all right, well, they're not going to say this shit in person. So
most of the time I'm looking at it like it says more about the person than anything else. Like, if someone gives us a hate comment, I'm just like, well, fuck, like you probably live a sad life. Like a miserable life where, like you said, you're waking up and it's just negativity.
Anger. Yeah.
Anger and emotional, and you're just like, oh,
stressed.
And
cortisol.
It's like, do they get off like a comment? Like they finish commenting on Neema's post and they're like, let's go. Like, that's my W of the day.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Well, if you think about it too, I actually had this revelation for myself yesterday when I was talking to my brother. I was like, well, think about it. We get attention all the time. So we don't notice it. But these people are in their basements. They just work a regular 9-to-5 job.
Yeah.
They don't have the same amount of engagement and attention that I'm getting.
Yeah.
So this is their only chance.
Yeah.
And so they love it. When they can say something to me and then I respond, they're like, fuck yeah, see, I got him.
Yeah.
So it's much easier for them to just come out and be hateful and negative.
And I like that you did something more impactful when you did the show and raised money. And actually gave that money. Yeah, that goes way farther than you posting a story. 100%. That's what people don't understand. They'll say like, "Hey, post this. Hey, why don't you share this?" And it's like, And a lot of people do that. Where it's like, hey, why don't you do something more impactful than just posting a story that someone's going to see for 2 seconds and
swipe away,
forget about it the next 60 seconds.
Yeah, that's why I refrain from resharing random shit too, or just like the basic stuff everyone's sharing. I'd rather just write it on my own.
Yeah.
Like the story you saw, it's like we wrote it ourselves. Me and my brother talked. We're like, all right, what's like a good thing to tell people that's in like a few short sentences to tell people what's going on, to raise their awareness. And it's like, that's more impactful. And we know that for a fact because I haven't gotten that many story views in my life.
Wow.
So that means it's actually reaching the people. And it is helping, I think, a bit because there's hundreds of people replying like, yo, I had no idea. Why isn't the media covering this?
Yeah.
So it's like, even if you get one person or 100 people, they start to wake up too. They're like, all right, like, fuck, I had no idea. Next time I'll look out for it.
Yeah.
And so I think it is impactful still by posting those stories. It's just, it's not going to change the world in one day.
But you might inspire someone, like you said, to either educate them on the matter.
Yeah, it just spreads slowly.
Or inspire them to say, you know what, if Neema is out there talking about it, like I can at least talk about it.
Yeah,
like, in that some sort of way, right?
But also it's like, you know, I still have to remember, like, this is a comedy page. I'm still a comedian, so I have to think about that too. It's like there's many people who follow me who aren't Persian, who aren't from Iran.
Yeah.
There's actually like probably 60 to 70% of people who aren't.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, well, yeah, this is who I am. This is my culture. This is my roots. I think it's important that I should talk about it. But I don't know. I actually don't even know the answer. It's just about like having the balance and just knowing when is the right time to do certain things. Like, for example, I have a really funny stand-up clip that I did at a show in Sacramento, and it involves like a Persian girl in the audience, and she says her name, but it sounds like the N-word. There's the black girl, you know what I'm saying? It was a whole situation. It's really funny.
Yeah.
Now, I was going to post this today or yesterday, but then we're like, all right, let's just hold off for a few days because things are really just up in hysteria right now. And so everyone's fucking emotional. Let's just maybe stay away from the Persian stuff for now. Okay. I had another skit about Persians that's really funny. Maybe I won't post it this week, but I can still post like a different thing that's about something else. Like, I don't know, fucking Mexican, whatever, or something that's a different culture. Yeah. And so that's where I feel like it's important to still kind of hone that.
Yeah. So you're kind of calculated in that too, where it's like, okay, guys, maybe not this one today.
Yeah, just out of respect, you know. I'm like, maybe it's not the best time for it, you know, because maybe because people always tell me like the biggest thing that also is a misunderstanding with people when it comes to coming out creators, especially like me who's a comedian. They always like, yo, you shouldn't be posting videos. You shouldn't be, you should be all only talking about this for the next 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month. Where does it end, right? Because I'm like, okay, well, this is my job. Yeah, it's still my job. Yeah. How else am I supposed to live? I need to still make money. Yeah. You don't stop working for 2 weeks to talk about the country.
It's true.
And that actually happened to one of my, it's really like a famous comedian. He's probably the one of the best, like he's actually one of the first like immigrant Iranian comedians in the world. He's from the UK. His name's Omid Jalili. Okay. And we're good friends now. And he kind of took me under his wing when I was in Australia. I opened for him a few times, and he was on my podcast. Like, he's a really good dude. He shared an example of when he was getting hate. Someone was coming at him and be like, yo, you shouldn't be posting about this when this is happening, whatever, right? So then he got so fed up because the guy kept coming at him. He got his number from someone apparently who knew who he was, called him, and he's like, hey, how's it going? And he's like, hey, Omid, what's up? And he's like, yeah, so you were saying I should probably just stop doing comedy and just focus on this, right? He's like, yeah, I just think, like, why are you doing that when, like, this is happening? And he's like, all right, let me ask you this question. Like, do you go to work? He's like, yeah. Are you at work right now? Yeah. Exactly. So you're working. Yep. And this is my job. Yeah. So don't tell me not to work. Yeah. When you're still working. So it's just, and then the guy's like, oh, like, you know, he stumbles over his words because he's like, you realize you're like, all right, well, this is the guy's career. And so a lot of people just don't see it because they think, oh, you're online. That means you're just having fun. You're just a hobby. Yeah. I'm like, yeah, it is, but it's also my livelihood. Yeah. So that's a lot of context that a lot of people lack.
For sure. And a lot of the people coming at you, again, this might sound ignorant. I don't know too much about what's going on. Mm-hmm. But are there people on the side of the regime?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Oh, that's the other side of people hating.
I'm saying, so there's a side hating that are saying, first of all, oh, you posted, but you're not doing enough still. Like, do more. Oh, it should have been last week, not next week.
Yeah, too late, too
but then
early.
There's a side that's actually against your messaging.
Yeah. Not as much as I'm getting from the other side, but yeah, there are definitely people. There's people like, oh, I knew it. You're a Zionist. Oh, you're a Mossad agent. I'm like, brother, how much they pay you? $7K?
Yeah.
Like all the comments in my DMs. $7K?
It's always like the 7-8K thing.
I'm with Israel. I'm with Islam. I'm with fucking butt fuck whatever. I'm everyone. Yeah, for sure.
And that's just the other side, just again doing their name calling.
It's stupid. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Oh my god.
I'm not Jewish. I'm not Muslim. I'm just for liberating my country, bro.
Yeah.
Is that so much to ask for?
Yeah.
I'm not a Mossad agent. I'm not a fucking mullah. Like, relax.
What does that even have to like?
It's crazy, man. It's crazy. People just don't. They just say whatever they want.
And even for our audience, like I was even looking into this because Patrick Bet David talks a lot about it.
Yeah, I loved his take actually on this specific thing.
He's always speaking about it. I think
he's
once every 4 or 5 pods he brings it up because it hits home for him too.
For sure. He's from there, yeah.
Right, and he talks about Iran pre-79.
Yeah, with the Shah, yeah.
And how it was just like it looked like the United States. Like it looked like people were thriving and like, can you talk about that a little bit about what it was like before? Because I don't even think a lot of people know that. Because people, kids of our generation or adults of our generation, they've always seen Iran in that way of the way we've been seeing it now.
Yeah, for
right,
sure.
Which is sad. Which is obviously
very
sad,
yeah.
right? But maybe talk a little bit about how it was before.
Well, the thing is, now I'm not gonna speak based off experience because I haven't even been there.
For sure.
But this is just through what I know through my dad because he's very obviously involved in that world and he's in politics every day.
Okay.
And he tells me exactly what happened when he was living there, when he was growing up, and all those things. So this is all just through him. But what's important to actually note is, although I agree with PBD, and there is truth behind it, what I know and what my dad has explained to me is that, yes, the people before the revolution happened in 79 in Iran when it was progressive and people were on beaches and, you know what I'm saying? Like it was like the U.S. That's one side of it. Okay. And it's a small side of it.
Okay.
That's still the powers at the top who are living like that.
Okay.
It's like the people who are kind of like upper class.
Okay.
Most people were still middle or lower class, living like shit in like they're poor. They barely had waters. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
It was a lot of big struggle still for most people in the country.
Okay.
But yeah, like you don't have to wear hijabs and whatever, all those things. It wasn't run by a religious state. It wasn't a religious state.
Yeah.
So in that way, yeah, it was good because people could at least like believe what they wanted and whatever. But there was still a lot of problems because the Shah at the time, which is Pahlavi's the crown prince now, his father, who was in power before the regime came in, he was also responsible for killing a lot of people because whatever ideologies he had.
Okay.
And that's also the problem now so there's two sides with the protests now because they're like, well, and that's what PBD talks about. And he's not for Reza Pahlavi, which is the crown prince.
Yeah.
Everyone's saying now, because they're like, all right, well, look what your father did. Now it's the lesser of the evil. It's not any better, but it was the lesser of the evil. His worry, my family's worry is that, I'm not like saying fuck that guy. I'm just saying I just don't see him being the candidate to help the country because based off what I know and what I've discussed with my family too and my dad, someone like Reza Pahlavi, he hasn't lived in Iran for more than over the past 40 years. So how could you really know about what's going on? Mm-hmm. And he's saying how he just wants to come in and be transitionary and help the people so they can democratically elect someone to take over the country going forward. But I'm like, based off human psychology, if you think about it, anyone who's ever come into power, when have they given up the power?
It's tough, yeah.
They
won't.
That's like Trump.
Yeah.
Being at the top right now and be like, hey, Kamala, like, you know what? Like, let's split it 50-50. Like, it's never going to fucking happen.
Never.
And, I don't know much about what's happening in Venezuela, but it's like same kind of idea. It's like, yeah, he helped the people. But I'm like, all right, well, but what's next? Like, what's going to happen now? Is he just going to give the previous president, like the girl who fled to Norway or whatever?
Yep.
give her the power back, or is he just gonna start like taking over? So I feel like that. I just think it's going more towards that way. If this guy, they elect Reza Pahlavi to be the king again.
Yeah.
Because that's also the problem with me, my family, and many other people that we know. It's like, when has a king been a good idea?
Yeah.
And also, it's 2026, bro.
Yeah.
Why do we need a kingdom?
Yeah.
All right, let's fucking
Yeah.
let's get it together here. You know, there's so many people in prisons right now in Iran that are Nobel Prize winners. They're very intelligent doctors, engineers, you name it, everything. One of the smartest people in the world.
They just spoke out against.
Yeah, they're because they were censored and suppressed.
Yeah.
They are thrown into prisons and killed a lot of them. I'm saying those are the ones that should be running the country.
Yeah.
They're the ones who have the great ideas. They're for the people. You want people who are for the people, who are living the life of the people right now.
Yeah.
Not someone who has been out of the country for so long and his dad was the king and there was a whole other history there. It's like, I just think, haven't we learned from history what's happened?
Yeah.
Because it wasn't great before. It's never been great. It's just, it was, the lesser of the evil now.
So what would you say the solution is based on everything you know?
I don't know. Once again, like, I'm a fucking comedian,
for
dude.
Sure, for sure. But you do have roots there. You talk to your parents
of course.
about it.
Like, I know a little bit, but it's like, there's just so complicated. There's so many layers to it.
Yeah.
But I think the solution is, if I'd hope, someone like Reza Pahlavi, the crown prince, that when the government gets overturned, he goes in and he like frees the people who are in prisons and he gives the power over to them, because I think that's the solution.
Okay.
Is giving the power to the people and being like, all right, like, who wants to run this country? Hold a democratic election and let the people decide.
Yeah.
It's like only they can liberate themselves, the people inside the country.
Yeah.
Can't happen from here.
Yeah.
Has to be the people in there.
And do you think that there's a chance that could happen?
Yeah. I'm very hopeful. Of course.
Yeah.
I hope it does happen. I just don't know when, or, you just never know. It's always you never know. It's like, it's always, my dad has explained this for his whole life. He's like, it's always been close and it never happened.
Yeah.
And so I'm more on that wavelength of like, all right, well, I'm just, standing back, hoping it happens. I'm not going to be like, finally, until it actually happens.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, I'm hopeful. Obviously, it's like, I want to believe that this guy is a good candidate and he will help. I just don't think he is.
Well, I appreciate you educating us on the matter.
Hey, man, I do my best, man. Maybe I butchered some shit, but generally from the heart is generally how I feel. And it's nice to have a platform to be able to kind of explain yourself a little bit in longer.
Well, I know you. That's
rather
why
than just a story.
When you posted those stories, I was like, okay, I want to definitely talk about this, because I've been seeing a lot too, and I was just like, I just don't know really what's going on. So I'm like,
of course, I appreciate that. It's nice that you want to learn more about it, and I hope people who are watching this also are open to it, and I hope anyone in the world who has a fucking heart and compassion would want to pay attention to what's going on, because, and also, like, where are the fucking libtards who are always free Palestine and trans rights, and when this is happening, they're quiet.
They love to pick and choose. Right. They love to pick and choose what they.
Where are you now?
I know.
Where are you guys?
I know. It's only when it benefits them in some sort of way, or when they. I feel like when they don't have something going on, then they're looking for something new. Like, hey, what should we get behind now? But I think they got their hands full right now, and they're being picky about what they want to talk about. It's been the case for the last 6-7 years.
It's just they're hypocrites.
I know,
because I'm like, well, actually, I saw a video of another Iranian woman recently who was explaining this. She's like, where the fuck are the people who were always like, against Israel and they're free Palestine? All those people who are always protesting in the streets and for women's rights. Yeah. Where are you now? And she made a good point. She's like, well, I think it's because those people are conflicted right now, because they're always like, let's go after the white man. Let's go after the white oppressors. Mm-hmm. Now it's a brown oppressor. Yeah. And it goes against all their beliefs.
For sure.
Because they're like, yeah, Muslims, but that Islam regime is the problem for us. Yeah. So what are you going to do, right?
They're hypocrites.
You can't choose.
But that's what they do. And again, I don't think mainstream either is talking too much about Iran in that way. No,
they never do.
So again, man, like, come on. They're pretty much brainwashed to the fact where TV says what I'm going to think.
For sure.
And if the TV's not talking about it, they're still caught up on whatever else.
Bullshit, virtue signaling, whatever the fuck,
bro.
Black Square, Black Lives Matter. Come on, man.
Come on.
Like, dude, I have a fucking brain.
Dude, we could do a whole episode making fun of libtards, right? But
Bro,
we'll save it, right?
Man.
Obviously, I'm going to get heated
man.
too, right?
I know.
Because it's been so long of just like picking and choosing, being hypocritical. Like even the stuff with Venezuela, it's like, again, they're being hypocrites again. Where it's like, oh, we don't want... They do a no kings protest. No kings.
Yeah.
And then a king gets taken down. Oh, no, not that king, though. Everyone else but him. Like, put him back, right? So it's just anything mainstream, I think. I believe that they're just brainwashed at this point. Honestly.
The liberal people?
The libtards, like you said.
It's not... I have nothing against actual liberal people.
No, but those are different
It's the
people.
extreme liberals I'm talking about.
And
those are the idiots.
Those are Pokemon. Like that's what they are, bro. Those are Pokemon.
Yeah, they're
right?
fucking Jigglypuffs, just like in their own world. Jigglypuff, la la la. It's like you fucking nothing.
Pretty much.
No.
I do want to talk about another thing that you brought up recently, which was your health and fitness and that journey and battling addiction. Talk about that a little bit, because I know you were getting personal online about it with your stories too. But I want to dive deeper into that because I think addiction as a whole is something that a lot of people go through. But maybe dive into how that's been for you, what kind of battles you've been having there.
Yeah, man. It's been a lifelong battle with addiction, specifically with food, because a lot of the reasons why addiction in general, the reason why you have addiction is it's caused by trauma when you're a child. I think most of it.
Yeah.
Luckily for me, no one touched me in an inappropriate way or any weird shit. So I'm good on that end. But the food was always fucking, growing up in a Persian household, a Middle Eastern household, right? Like Italian, it's like food is your fucking religion.
Yeah.
Food is like your entire life. It's your nonna, your grandmother, you know what I'm saying? Like everyone's just force feeding you food. And then when you don't eat, why the fuck aren't you eating? It's like, idiot. Yeah. And then it's like, bro, eat it, but don't finish. But eat it. Yeah. But don't finish. Why are you eating so much? Oh, what is this? Okay, just eat it. I'm like, well, what is it? Yeah. And as a kid, you don't know what the fuck's going on. You're just like, all right, yeah. And the problem with me is that being a youngest child too, I was always more pampered than my brother was. He was a little bit more independent, obviously earlier on. He's the oldest child. And, he kind of branched out at a certain age and start to live his own life and whatnot. But I was always kind of stuck under my parents', umbrella of, well, I'm just dependent on them. I'm like, whatever they say, I'll do. Like, I'll rely on whatever they think. I start to not think for myself. And I just allowed, all right, well, if my mom's putting all this food in front of me and no one's stopping me, then I guess I can just have it. I guess I'm just going to eat it. Yeah. And then slowly but surely, you gain the weight, you get fucking fat, you get obese, year after year. And then finally, when I am on my own, and I haven't built the discipline for myself from the pre-teen years to the teen years, and there's no accountability, and you're alone. Yeah. I don't give a fuck. It's free for all. I'm a jerk off on the balcony with no pants on. I'm gonna stuff my face with fucking donuts and powdered donuts and chips and cookies and pizza, whatever the fuck I want, because the world's my oyster. No one's stopping me. No one ever stopped me, right? Naturally, that's how you build that addiction even more further, and it gets to a dark place because you're like, oh, well, now I start to hate myself because I'm like, well, why do I look like this? I'm only 23 or whatever, like you're a young age at the time. And then that's when like the struggles really started for the past like 10, 15 years of like, well, I've always wanted to be healthy, and I always have been active. I always played sports. I was in rep basketball, rep soccer, competitively swam. Like I've been really active my whole life. Damn. It's just I was always overweight. I was always the heavier guy. I was always like the fucking bench. You know what I'm saying? Like just like come in the last 2 minutes, drop some threes, fat boy range, and get off. So it was always a conflicting thought of like, all right, well, I want to go to the gym. I do want to be healthy, like because I want to look good, because I want to get girls, and because I can't get girls now. So it's like, well, now I'm sad. So let me just eat more to fix my sadness.
It's easier to do.
It's easier. So anyway, it's just like a combination of that, and thank God I don't have a problem with drinking or smoking or anything like that.
Yeah.
Because that would have been way worse.
Which I did, by the way.
I'm sure many people have.
Yeah.
And that's I mean, that's also quite tough for sure. But the problem with food addiction is that, you know, I learned this example one time when someone was like, well, like someone who has a cocaine addict, you don't need to have it every day to survive. Mm-hmm. You need to eat every day to survive.
Multiple times.
A cocaine addict, you can't just tell a cocaine addict, hey, just like do the same thing, but like do less of it, and like you'll be healthier, because that's what people tell for going on diets.
For sure.
It's like, well, it's way harder.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not taking away from the fact that being addicted to that shit, that not bad, but it's in a different way. But that's the problem I've always had, is like, well, I haven't been able to like decipher, all right, man, like, what is it do I need? What does my body need? How much of it do I need?
Yeah.
How often do I need it? You know, I'm always battling that. And then it got to a point where I was like, I did do well. I really pushed myself. I've been disciplined over the years with the help of my brother being on board, just like as a business team member with like my comedy, but also personally, he's helped me a lot over the years, and he's really like pushed me. All right, like we're gonna start intermittent fasting. You're gonna take supplements. You're gonna not eat after 8 or whatever. Like you cut out sugar and carbs and no bread and fucking whatever.
Yeah.
I've tried everything. And I actually understand and know what it is I have to do. It's just a matter of like being who that person is.
Yeah.
That's been the toughest part ever, is actually like grasping the idea of just living a life where I don't have to fucking overeat, or I can take my time eating my bowl.
Yeah.
And not fucking shoveling it in my mouth.
Yeah.
Because I think it's like a scarcity mindset. Like I've been living in fucking Tanzania my whole life, and there's no food left.
Yeah,
it's like I'm from fucking Markham, Ontario, bro, like Canada. There's a fucking 3 grocery stores down the block. Like I'll be fine.
Yeah.
Right? So it's like that fucking, you know, scarcity mindset over food that's really fucked me.
Yeah.
My whole life. And a lot of people who are fat and obese, or who have been, I think that's the biggest problem, is like you're just like, for some reason you're too weak-minded to tell yourself that this isn't what you need and it's not helping you, because I don't know, it's like the same amount of time it takes you to get sick, it also takes that amount of time for you to get better.
Yeah.
And that's also a hard part of rationalizing and being like, all right, well, fuck, like mentally you have to like tell yourself that, and you're like, oh man, like that's a lot of work.
Yeah.
And so there's just so many battles in your mind.
It's a mental game.
Yeah.
It's a mental game. And I, you know, I've obviously been following you for years, and I feel like there was a time where you were going really hard.
Yeah.
Right? Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Was there a reason why you fell back into the habit or the addiction?
Yeah. Well, the thing is, every time, because throughout my life, there has been moments where like I'll lose 60 pounds in like 6 months.
Wow.
And then I'll gain it back that year. And then I'll lose, 1 year I lost 97 pounds.
Holy
and then I gained 120 back within 2 years. And then I lost 40, gained it back. And then a recent time in Australia, when I was living in Australia,
Yeah.
I lost over 100 pounds.
Wow.
In 1 year. And then since I came back till now, I gained back 60.
Holy.
And so,
you know, you are capable, clearly.
Yeah, very capable.
You're capable. You're talking about 100 pounds in 1 year.
I know.
That's insane.
And I was locked the fuck in. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't fuck around once.
Yeah.
So that's the part that pisses me off about myself, because I'm like, man, like, why can't you just fucking hold on to it? Now, what happens, I think, is it's still that the little bit of trauma from my childhood of like, yeah, like I'm good at challenging myself for short periods of time, but then as soon as like I'm in an environment again when like I don't have to think about it,
Yeah.
I go back into those ways.
Yeah.
And so as soon as we moved back home, I was with my mom and my parents, you know, in their house, and now it's not just me and my brother like locked in.
Yeah.
You start to like slowly.
Yeah.
It's not even overnight. It's slowly the smallest little things that you start to slip on.
Yeah.
But by the time it gets too late, you're like, oh fuck, what happened?
Yeah.
And then that makes you more depressed and sad, and you hate yourself. And then and you're like, well, I'm just going to eat more to make myself feel better, because that's what soothed me when I was younger.
For sure.
Now,
it's an escape.
It's an escape.
Yeah.
And it's a great escape. But
yeah.
the thing that actually has helped a lot now, this most recent time where I'm locked in right now, you know. Now, the thing is, it's so complicated, because I also the times I've lost the most weight and I've done really well for myself, I've always like posted it somewhere.
Okay.
It's always been online, or like to my friends list, or on Facebook, or it was on my stories on Instagram, and like people are following my health journey and everyone's rooting for me.
Yep.
And then so you have this like responsibility now to keep it up, and then the pressure builds more and more, and then as soon as you slip a little bit, you start to panic, and that's what happened to me.
Yeah.
I was like, oh fuck, like I gained back like 2 pounds. All right, fuck, what do I do? Like, and then like you slip a little bit more, you're like, oh shit, fuck, okay. If I as long as I've only lost like gained like 10 pounds, it's fine. I can still bring it back.
Yeah.
And then it becomes 20, and then it becomes 30, and you're like, oh fuck, I let people down, and you just slowly stop.
Yeah.
Because you're like, well, now I'm embarrassing myself, and I'm embarrassing myself to others, because they're counting on me. Everyone's watching. They're like, oh, I fucking knew it. I knew Neema wouldn't be able to do it. That's what I tell myself.
Yeah.
It's not healthy, obviously, but
of course.
But at least I'm self-aware of it, and I know what's happening.
Yeah.
And the reason why I think that's good is because every time this does happen, I learn new things each time to level up.
About yourself.
About myself.
Okay.
And I think I'm at a point now where, honestly, I do believe like it's like it's now. It's now.
This is the time.
And you know, people always say like, yo, like, this is my year. This is my year. I'm not even saying that. I'm just saying like, it's now or never. It's now or never, because what happens in 5 years if I don't do anything about it and I fucking get a heart attack or whatever, diabetes? Like, it's like, that's retarded. Yeah. And so I'm like, well, fuck, man. It's also like a manly thing too. I'm like, why am I being a little bitch?
It's true.
You know? Yeah. It's like, you know, just fucking. Now, I think it's like still, it could be toxic to be like, yo, you're a pussy. Like, you don't have to talk to yourself like that. I'm just saying, like, as a man, you know, it's like, if you can't take care of your health, how can you take care of a woman? How can you take care of finances? How can you take care of a family, a mortgage, whatever the fuck you're trying to do? Yeah. And it's like, well, in my career more than anything, I'm like, how do I expect to be better as a comedian if I myself can't, as a human, move around and like bend over and like have tight hips? So it's like, this is ridiculous.
Yeah. And as an outsider, I would say, and hopefully this fires you up, but bro, you've done way harder shit in your life than having to lose weight. Like you know, you go up on stages in front of people, you put in work to get to where you are today. Like, that shit took a lot of time, energy, focus, much more than it would take you to lose the weight, for sure. Yeah. Right. And again, it's easy for me to tell you that, right? Like, whatever. Like, okay, this guy's just saying that, whatever. But I'm saying that as a business owner and someone who's also a creator in a sense. Dude, what you've done the last 5-6 years is hard. Mm-hmm. That's fucking hard to do. Yeah. Way more people lose weight than become what you became. Right. So for me, like, anytime I'm at a point in my life where I have to make a change or lose a habit, or it becomes a perspective game at that point. And it's like, fuck, like, I've done harder shit than this. And again, maybe it's the little voice in you saying, you know, don't be a bitch, right? But, you know, don't do it too much, right? Of course. But you also said you learned a lot about yourself every time that it would happen, or you'd lose the weight and gain it again. What are some things that you've learned about yourself?
Oh, man, so many things. Just learning not to lie to myself and hold accountability, having integrity to be real with myself. And, you know, I think that's one of the biggest things is just being real. And even the people around me, because I'd always tell my brother or whatever, like my family and whatnot, and my friends, I'm like, yeah, like, don't worry, I got it. Like, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this. But then I ended up wouldn't do it. I ended up not doing it, and now you start to lose the trust of the people that you said you'd be doing that thing. Yeah. And so naturally, in any situation, you start to tell someone you're going to do something and you don't do it, now you start to lose their respect or their trust.
Yeah.
Right. And that's embarrassing.
Yeah.
You're like, who would want to be around that, you know? So that's one of the biggest things for sure. Is just having that accountability more than anything, and being okay with, you know, taking an L on a day or afternoon or whatever it is, and not fucking like just that's it.
Yeah. Wrap it up. Back in the hole.
Yeah, back in the hole.
Yeah.
It is what it is, man. It's a lifelong journey.
Yep.
It's a lifestyle.
Yep.
It's not gonna be perfect every day. Maybe there is genetically I'm not in a perfect place, or maybe fucking I don't know, just based off my height or what. You can make all the excuses in the world,
sure.
but as long if I don't help myself and mentally get in the position and being okay with being where I am now, and understanding that it will take just as long for me to get better as long as it took me to get sick, there'll never be changes.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna keep fucking complaining and make excuses, and I'll still be fat, and I won't. I don't think I'll ever reach my potential that way, which is also one of the most heartbreaking things to think about. Is not reaching your full potential. Yeah. When you easily could just do it. Yeah. It's possible. You just have to be that person, right? And it's like, I'm not even trying to preach. I'm saying it out loud because that's how stupid it is. Yeah. It's like, just stop fucking eating. You know?
I think you gotta have, and I think at this point you do. I think you gotta have patience with yourself, bro.
Yeah, like, that's the thing. Is like, I think I am too hard still on myself, and people have, just based off what people have told me in the past, and the patience thing. Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And I think, and again, it's depending on how you channel it, but I think showing people online, it gives you a good pressure. I think you're the type of guy that wants that kind of pressure and can channel it in a good way, where it's like, you know what, like, I don't want to let myself down. Number one, that's always number one.
Yeah,
don't let yourself down.
It has to be number one,
right? But then, you know, whatever you have as a chip on your shoulder, like, use it to your advantage. If it's like, yo, you know what, I want to show my whole audience that I can fucking do this.
Yeah.
Then use that. Yeah. Whatever fire you pretty much have at that point, right? But
it can't be based off that though. It can't be like that's what people talk about with motivation. It's like motivation's bullshit.
For sure.
Like, it has to be from within, right?
It'll get you to a certain point, right? That kind of fire. But then you'll stop caring and be like, okay, I need a new fire. Yeah. Plus my discipline.
Exactly.
Right?
It's the discipline. That's actually more important, is the discipline. Yeah.
For sure. Well,
and it kind of, yeah.
I think you got this.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I mean, I agree. That's why I posted that story the other day about like being addicted, and why I'm talking to you about now. I've never talked about that on my stories ever.
I know.
It's probably the most real I've ever gotten about my own problem. Yeah. In my life. Now, I think that's different than being like, all right, guys, like, I'm gonna lose weight and here's my journey.
Follow me every day on my journey.
Yeah, it's like, I don't want to do that. I'm not doing that shit anymore.
Yep.
I'm not even gonna talk about it. Along the way, I'll just do shit like, hey guys, so I've been doing this for the past 3 months or whatever the fuck. Yeah. I've been struggling with this, but you know, I'm still trying my best, and you know, with food addiction, blah blah blah. Here's what I've tried. Here's what worked. Here's what hasn't worked. I just think stuff like that can be more relatable to people. For sure. And is good pressure rather than the tough, bad pressure.
The daily scale.
It's like,
let's see what I weigh today. Let's see what I weigh.
If I don't reach that milestone, then like everyone's gonna think I'm an idiot.
Yeah. Well, like you said, it is gonna be a lifestyle change. It's not a diet. It's not.
Yeah, it's not.
It's not a 6-month plan.
No.
Right. Like, and you know, some people do wait until it's, you know, something bad happens to their health, for example.
Which is my biggest fear.
Dude, literally. That's why I stopped smoking. I was smoking
cigarettes,
both weed and cigarettes.
Oh, weed and cigarettes,
but at a high level.
No crack.
No crack. I didn't get there. Thank God. Right, but I had a scare a couple months ago in the hospital and shit. Bro.
Oh shit.
Like, and I'm literally there, and I'm like, holy fuck! Like, I gotta. And it wasn't because of smoking that I was in the hospital, but I just had another scare where my whole health came to play, where I'm just like, bro, like, I gotta treat myself a little bit better here, bro. Like, with all due respect to me, like, you know, and Jay's laughing because he knows, like, I was smoking 2 packs of cigarettes a day.
Holy!
5 espressos, 2 packs of cigarettes, a couple grams of weed a day minimum. Minimum, bro. But no one would have
chain smoker.
No one could tell because I'm still a hyper, like, I'll still get shit done.
No, I can tell because you're fucking slim, buddy. Buddy's hocking darts.
I was actually way skinnier before when I was, because I wouldn't eat and shit, right? But anyways, it's more so like to tell you like, bro, don't wait for something like that, right? Because like, again, maybe some people do need it. Like I needed it. If that didn't happen to me, maybe I'd be stoned right now and off 2 hours of sleep and I know. Having a blast, right? But I think you could do it. I think, you know, I say this to my mom too, and mom, I love you, but you know, I'm trying to get her to lose weight too. I got her a trainer and everything, and I said, I always say to her, Mom, it's fucking 2026. It's like this is the easiest year to lose weight.
It is. Yeah.
With the amount of information we have out there, sometimes it's too much.
It is, yeah.
Where it's like, bro, okay, I gotta fast now. Wait, I can't fast. No, I gotta eat, and stop fasting. Stop eating eggs. Eat more eggs. It's like
lectins, phthalates,
bro, crazy.
Parabens.
Right? But I think that, you know, you've like I said, I kind of have the foundation where it's like you've done harder shit than that.
I agree,
right? Which you can kind of use that as a foundation where it's like, and it's not that it gets easier, you know, it's not easier to have a healthy lifestyle.
No.
But it's also very hard to have not a healthy lifestyle.
Yeah. That's also a big thing for me that I've learned from Alex Hormozy is he talks about like choosing your hard, you know? He's like, you know, either you're gonna, you know, suffer now by like going to the gym and watch what you eat and like cutting stuff out. But then enjoy your life later. Or you fucking do whatever you want now and then you're gonna suffer the rest of your life. With injuries and medications and bullshit. I'm like, yeah, fuck. Like that's a big reality check. I'm like, that'll be terrible. Who would want that?
I know.
But yeah, man, it's not that it gets easier. I think it's just you get stronger.
That's the answer.
And the more clear you are, the more clarity you have, the better you can just keep going, I think. I think the more you have to be more clear on your why, obviously, but yeah, I guess I answered my own question there.
Thank you for that.
Wait, why the fuck am I here?
But I do want to talk about the last 5 years because that's when we last sat down. What do you think has changed the most about you in the last 5 years? And what do you think hasn't changed?
What hasn't changed is my weight.
Like,
fuck, bro.
You know, like what do you think? What do you think changed the most about your mental everything? You know, obviously there's key moments that happened throughout the last 5 years. You've started touring way more. You blew up more on social. Content went up. But what's the main difference you would say?
The main difference would be, I feel like I'm still the same person. In terms of my mentality towards my career and my life and where I want to go. It's never really changed. I've always wanted to just do great shit and make good comedy and be the best stand-up and tour and all those things. But I'd say the biggest difference and what's changed the most is I feel like I'm more serious and more locked in than ever. And I know it sounds weird because I've portrayed that I am serious from the past about what I do. But more than ever, I'm more serious about the smaller things, about how can I do not just the large scale things and make those things better. How can I make the minor things better? How can I do the fucking boring shit better? How can I, you know, the routines and the, you know, being organized and being efficient with my time. The small things that I've always struggled with, I'm more locked in. I'm like, whatever it takes, dude. Like, let's figure it out. I'm more urgent, I think. I'm more on top of things. I'm more thoughtful. I think a little bit more. Even though I still struggle with it. It's just before I was just like doing whatever the fuck I wanted still. I was still chaotic. There was no structure in my days. I wasn't really writing shit down, you know? Stuff like that I feel like is necessary. At least for me in my brain. I'm more honed in on the small things that can actually make the bigger things better.
Was there any like show or trip or tour that you felt really put you at another level?
Yeah. This past tour for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went on the road for like 8 months.
Okay.
Did 90 cities.
Holy shit.
And that showed me a lot of perspective. It showed me how much I can push myself, how far I can go, how much time is wasted, how much easier it is to say no to things that aren't good for you. I think those are the biggest takeaways.
I literally posted a reel today about saying no more.
Yeah.
Right? And that's something that I struggled with a lot. I was always a yes man.
Yes, man. Yeah. We all
yes, this. Oh, you want me to do this? Yeah. You want me to come here? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's such a big power to have, especially as your time becomes more valuable.
Yeah.
As you want to be more efficient. Was there any, because now you've probably been to how many cities?
Yeah.
Different cities. Well, hundreds.
Well, at least 90.
At least
this year.
Right?
Yeah.
And what are you what are
yeah.
you learning about yourself from all these different cities and these cultures, and what are you taking from that side? Because I know travel is huge just in general, right? Every time I travel, I learn something.
Yeah.
Right? Now you must be like this ball of culture now, right?
Yeah.
Because of all the travel you're doing. So what have you learned more in general, and then more about yourself as well?
I've learned in general that humans around the world are all pretty much the same.
Wow.
Everyone wants the same shit pretty much. They just want to be happy, living a normal life with no problems. People just want to fucking just want to chill.
Yeah.
Like they want to be peaceful.
Yeah.
They don't want drama and governments, and you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Everyone's the same. Everyone's the same. More people than you think are in their own heads. Pretty much everyone is.
Yeah.
Everyone is swayed by people's opinions, by media, by social media. A lot of people are what's the word? Heavily seeking connection.
Wow.
More than ever.
I could see that.
I've noticed that everywhere. The amount of people I've met in meet and greet lines, that are fans, that have come to shows, who have been like, yo, my so-and-so just died. This happened. I've been struggling with this. I have cancer. The list goes on. Wow. This is the only thing that's brought some joy into my week, into my day, into my month. That taught me that about how sad the world actually is and how much shit people are going through. For real.
Yeah.
And what I learned about myself is how important it is that I'm doing what I'm doing and why I do it.
Yeah.
And the reasons why I love doing it is for those moments that people tell me in person. And online, I get it all the time, but in person especially, because you really feel the energy. And you're like, oh, fuck. Like, me genuinely creating this, this idea in my head of what's funny and expressing it outwardly, and this person taking it in and changing the chemistry inside their body to laugh and bring some joy is the best thing that's happened to this person all year.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's crazy. And so that's why I think we're all human, and most people in this world are dealing with the same shit.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think it's important more than ever to, do what you love. Obviously, that's a very basic answer, but it's like, if anything, it'll only help you feel better, but you don't understand the impact it has on others.
Yeah.
You don't realize.
Yeah.
So that's
because you become insensitive to numbers too, right? Like where you're just like, okay, well, let's say this reel hit 1 million views. That's 1 million fucking people.
Yeah.
That you don't know what they're going through.
No.
You have no idea.
So much, yeah.
So would you say that those moments when fans are talking to you about, what's happening in their life and how you change it, do you think that keeps you going in a big way?
Yeah, for sure. I not that I wouldn't be able to do what I'm doing if it weren't for them, but every time I do feel discouraged and I come across an experience or an interaction like that, it just reminds me. It's a constant reminder. Like, keep going.
Yeah.
This is exactly what you want. It makes me feel good.
Yeah.
And I just want that. I just keep wanting to thrive and be better for this reason. Because I eventually would. It's like I watch people like that aren't even comedians, that are creators that are huge online, like MD Motivator. You know, the Zach guy.
That guy, of course.
It's the best guy.
Yeah.
And I actually met him too. He's the nicest guy in person.
We've had him on a few times.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
He's the best. It's like
changing the world, that guy.
Literally changing the world.
Yep.
Literally. Like, I want to do shit like he's doing in my own way.
Yeah.
And you see how powerful it is.
Crazy.
Overnight, people's lives get changed.
Yep.
So I think we need more than that.
Yeah. How would you end up doing that in your own way? Do you think by giving back same kind of way, maybe like you did with your show, like we spoke about at the beginning?
Yeah, exactly. Stuff like that. It's like, yeah, the bigger you get, the more money you make. It's like, yeah, I'm going to invest it all into my brand and my business. But yeah, when I am in a position where I can help even one person and go really deep with one person, then that is a success for me.
Yeah.
Now, either people can help a village, they can help one person, a school, whatever it is you want to do. But just in general, just being able to help others, I just think is good for our soul as humans and for your sanity.
Yeah.
Because it also does give you perspective on life, and it helps you actually get out of your head.
Yeah.
Which when you asked me originally what I learned on tour, I've gotten out of my head a lot more. My anxiety's come down.
Good.
I'm more calm, and I'm more. I think I'm more level-headed and also just understanding.
Yeah.
I'm understanding. I'm like, all right, okay, like, just think about what you're doing.
Yeah.
And most people in this world can't or aren't willing to do what I'm doing.
Yep.
So what are you going to complain about?
And I think it's like you being grateful.
Yeah,
it's you expressing gratitude,
it's gratitude.
For where you are. And those moments, for sure, you're like, oh, I thought I was mad about this.
Yeah,
or upset about so-and-so.
That's stupid.
And you're just like, oh, no, I'm definitely not.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. And also, I think one thing I'll add is there's times, many times actually, where like something shitty will pop up or a weird interaction happens with someone that I know in person, like a real life person that I know. And then, for like a few hours, you're like, that was kind of fucking dumb. That was sus. Like, what was that? Mm-hmm. It makes you feel weird, right? And then always, for some reason, that same day or the next day, something else comes along that trumps all that bullshit every time.
Yep.
And then that always makes me realize, oh man, I'm worried about this when this is happening.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's just always a constant, there's always reminders.
Of course. And
you have to believe it. You have to be willing to take it.
Yeah.
And I think it's very important.
How has, obviously you've made a career out of what you're doing. How has making, let's say now, more money changed the way that you move and the way that you view what you do? Because obviously now, I don't know how much money you make, but you've made a career out of it. Has that changed the way that you see the world that you're in?
For sure. I mean, it's very easy to understand now more than ever that the amount of money I thought was a lot before is not as much as you think. Mm-hmm. Especially for things that we're trying to do in terms of like, the more you are particular and specific about what you're spending your money on, you realize it's not as much as you think it is. Mm-hmm. And also it makes you more thoughtful about how you spend and just much smarter with the decisions you make, the more money you make.
Yeah.
Because we realize, like, I don't know, for example, when we're on tours, we hire people who are photographers, videographers, like merch we have to get, fucking we pay people for that, ads.
True.
Like, the list goes on. Like, there's so much money being put into things, it quickly adds up.
Yeah.
Quickly. So I realize the more you make and the more you put into yourself, the less you want to spend money on dumb shit. And the more dumb shit seems dumb to me.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
It makes sense.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I'm like things I would otherwise before be like, oh, that's cool. I want this.
Yeah.
And now I look, I'm like, what the fuck? Why is anyone doing this?
Yeah.
Why is anyone buying shit like this?
Yeah.
It's retarded. So I'm very happy about that because I'm like, good. Like I don't spend money on anything. We're very good with our money.
Yeah.
Well, also we've learned the hard way from the past, from different things, different experiences. But now we're at a good place where I'm like, all right, like this, you just got to keep feeding it back into yourself. That's the only way you're gonna build longevity in your income and wealth eventually. But yeah, it's
crazy because when the last episode we did when we asked you, does money buy happiness, which I'm gonna ask you again, of course.
I
right?
forgot. Yeah,
you literally said, even if I was making a lot of money, you said something like this, right? I'll paraphrase it, but you said even if I was making a lot of money, a lot of it would still go back into myself.
Yeah.
So you just you just repeated that.
Yeah.
Which is just so full circle for us.
Well, yeah, because I do think money does buy happiness, but not in the way people think. It buys happiness, but it's masked as freedom. It's masked as convenience.
Yeah.
It's like me and my brother, all the traveling we've done.
Yeah.
The money sometimes goes into upgrading a little bit on the flight or taking a little bit nicer Uber. Like not even the nice in terms of the car's nice. Like it's more spacious. It's like you want to be comfortable because I have to perform. Yep. Sometimes we land and the flight's delayed. You gotta go straight to the club and I have to get on stage.
Damn.
So do I want to be fucking like in pain
half an
and
hour like this and
whatever, right? So it's like that's where the money goes in, and that's what the happiness is putting yourself in a position to succeed.
Yeah.
That's what the money does for you.
Yeah.
It's not to like, show off a fucking Lambo. I don't give a fuck about that. It's just to like do your job better.
Yeah.
So.
And looking back now, 5 years later from our first episode, would you say you thought making money in comedy would be easier or harder?
Yeah. I mean, it's always hard, I think. It's hard, but it gets easier.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Of course.
Because you get better and you get more resourceful.
Yeah.
You build connections. You're set up to make more money.
Yeah.
It's still hard.
Yeah.
I'm not a millionaire.
Yeah.
Some people are, but yeah, it's.
Well, I think there's a misconception with a lot of comedians too, like, they're just all millionaires. And
no, not at all.
Right?
No, we're actually like pretty much like at base level right now. From all the money we've made, like if it's just the profit, I'd fucking have a lot of money. But then what about all the debts, all the line of credits you have to pay off, all the investments, all the deposits for theaters, for all those tours, all the travel, hotels, flights.
Yeah.
Money goes straight back into it, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, I'm making a lot of money, more than ever.
Yeah.
But I'm not making a lot of money.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
No, it makes sense.
But
you have a lot of costs.
A lot of costs. That's what goes into it.
Right?
People don't see.
For sure. And would you, because obviously you work with your brother too, right? He's your man.
Yeah.
Your mom does a lot with you.
Yeah.
Right? How important has it been to have that kind of team and support system to be able to make this a business, right? Because I want to speak to our audience that they might be watching you and saying, I want to follow Neema's footsteps. I want to do something like him, right? I want to make that my career, right? So how important has that been for you, building a team around you that is always there for you, but also maybe now they're doing different things for you and tasks and roles, whatever it might be?
It's been one of the best things I've ever had because, well, my brother, I always say this, but, without him being in the picture, I wouldn't have come this far in my career as I have, because without his guidance and, judgments and decision-making for the business for the both of us, there's no way I would have made these decisions or whatever the fuck we have. There's so many things on the back end people don't see that I don't even see that he does. And it's so crucial to our success. Because one, it takes away the stress and the time for me to do what I should be focusing on. That a lot of comedians don't have, by the way.
Yeah.
And so in that way, I'm very lucky because he handles all the like the brutal or like boring shit that is time consuming.
Yeah.
That I don't have to think about, and it's crazy. It's to be honest unheard of, and so I'm very lucky in that way. And it's also nice because he's my older brother. He looks out for me. He's protective, but also there's times where we disagree and we bat heads. Mm-hmm. And that's been a learning experience for me just on a personal level, because I'm like, all right, well, we've learned a lot about each other and how we interact and what our dynamic is. And the stronger we get personally, the stronger our business gets too. And to be honest, I've been in the way of that more times than he has. You know, as an artist, as a creative, you're the fucked one.
Yeah, clearly.
So he's dealt with my shit more than I've
sure.
dealt with his shit.
For sure.
And that's also been a big learning curve for me this year, is like, when you're asking earlier about what I've learned about myself, is just through conversations with my brother and the things he's mentioned to me and brought up over the past year or so or whatever, I've realized how much there's so many moments where I still get in my head and latch onto something longer than it needs to be latched onto.
Okay.
And I like something that like annoys me or pisses me off or bothers me. I hold on to it for too long. Not like a grudge. I'm saying it's more like it's on my mind all day, or I'm like I start to complain. I don't realize it. That's been a big thing that my brother has pointed out to me that is hard to hear, because, you know, you get defensive. You're like, well, fuck you.
For sure.
But it's also, he is the only person who will ever tell me these things.
That's what I was going to say.
He's the only one who can tell me to fuck off.
Yep.
And I have to listen to it because he's looking out for us. Mm-hmm. The same way I want to look out for both of us. And it's like, I can trust that he's right. And he is.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, why would he sabotage us, right? So that's been the biggest lesson for me, and seeing the value of my brother. Mm-hmm. And realizing actually, like, recently, how much I've, you know, put him in positions that he didn't need to be in mentally, just to like help me get over something, or like help me understand something that is easier to understand. Mm-hmm. And I'm just being an idiot. Yeah. So I have to give him a lot of credit for that. Deservingly so. And then, yeah, like my mom, obviously, like, you know, she's not a comedian, but she's a big part of my content.
I think she's a comedian by now.
Yeah, she's by
now.
She's a natural, bro. She is, honestly, like, she's a good actor. Like, she is. If she, in another world, she could have been an actor, 100%. Yeah. That's where I get it from, for sure. Yeah. But she helps in many ways, in a different way, where we're at a point where, you know, anytime we go back home, I don't know how other people feel about this, but like when me and my brother are alone most of the time, we obviously take care of ourselves and we're fine. But when we go back home, my mom goes to the lengths of like, she's like, I'll do whatever you guys need to do to help you so you guys can continue doing what you're doing. Wow. So like, you know, me filming, editing, whatever, my brother doing his work, and then she'll handle the food and the laundry and shit like that. Mm-hmm. It's like, a lot of people can be like, oh, your mom does your laundry. I'm like, yeah, she does. Mm-hmm. But I do all this stuff. Yeah. And it's not like, oh, I can't do my laundry. It's just, that's how much my mom's willing to help, and that's how much we're okay and accepting of it. Yeah. Because when we're on our own, she's not there. So the value is always there. And it's like, you know, it's your mom. It's like, yeah, I don't understand why people are like, oh, your mom does your this, your mom, oh, that's weird. I'm like, you're fucking weird. Yeah. Let your mom do your laundry more.
My mom will always want to do my laundry.
Maybe how about you're being selfish? Yeah. And you don't think about what your mom wants. And maybe like this is the only moment she gets to connect with you.
They get joy when they get older. Of it. They get joy out of helping you. Yeah. That's what people don't understand. Like, they get joy out of knowing that they completed something that's going to help you.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Think about how selfless that is.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So her impact has been enormous.
Yeah, huge. It's been really helped, man. The times we've been on the road or road trips to do shows for 5 days, and she cooks food for like a week. Yeah. Like a whole day spent cooking stuff for us. So when we're on the road, we don't have to eat out and spend money. You know how helpful that is?
I know.
It's like, I don't know a lot of people who will do that for another person. Yeah. So, yeah. Yeah, I think.
Has there been anyone else on the journey the last few years that has helped you at all? Or been a part of your team?
Yeah, I mean, there's been definitely like key members who have been a part of the team that are like in the back end, like even more than my brother. But like day to day, it's just me and my brother. It's always me and my brother.
That's dope though.
But yeah, like there's many of our close friends who have helped us immensely in different ways. Like one of my brother's best friends, childhood friends. He's our lawyer, and he's the main head lawyer of the Blue Jays.
Damn.
Yeah.
It's a good guy to have.
It's like, what more can you ask for?
Yeah.
It's clutch.
Yeah.
Because it's like when we do contracts, and he's always the first one to be like, no, fuck this. And I'm like, sick.
Yep.
It's like the biggest help you could think of.
Yeah.
All the videographers we've hired over the years and the photographers, like we really cherish and value every single one of them because even if they're not full time, another big thing I think a lot of people miss or they don't nurture enough are the people who you hire to do even one-off things. Because I'm like, well, what if that person makes it big one day and you're a dick to them, or you don't pay them enough, or on time, or communicate them in a weird way? It's like that's the biggest thing actually is understanding how important it is to actually be a professional.
Yep.
Even though when you're in person, you fuck around with them. That's like you're yourself. But it's like how you treat people is how you will be treated. I think that's common sense.
But it says a lot about you and what it took you to get there, right? Like someone
100%.
asked me the other day on after a podcast, one of the guests, he goes, what was the biggest thing you took from some of your big guests that you've had on? Patrick Bet-David, Gary V's, the Dave Grutmans. And I was like, dude, like I walked into PBD's studio, and before saying hi to me, he went up to my shooters and said, "What's your name?" "Oh, Jason, nice to meet you. You're doing great work." When he left, he did the same thing. Dave Grutman, we're in his house. "Oh, you guys got to sit down and eat. My wife made food before we have the podcast. You guys got to eat something," like a dad. Obviously, I've seen the opposite of people that don't do that.
Yep.
Can still be successful, but those are, I think, more viral type characters that get a lot of success very quickly. Right? So It's interesting you say that because, I believe the slow burn journey is a good one. When
I love it.
Takes you 20 years to get there, it's like, but for sure that guy's going to treat people with respect because he's been at the bottom, the middle, the top, and all the people he's seen along the way. And like you said, too, you never know who someone's going to be. That's the way I think, too, where I'm just like, you don't know if that guy in 2 years is going to be massive and we want to work with him, and just treat people with respect, right? So I love that you said that.
I agree. I think it's the basic thing you can do with other people is just fucking treat them with respect and just the same energy that you would want back, obviously.
Yeah.
And the slow burn. I love the slow burn because it's always the people who make it too big too fast who always come crashing down.
Yep.
And I don't want that. I'm okay with being stuck or inching away day by day, taking me years just to get to a certain point that someone might get in like half the time.
Yeah.
But I don't care because I'm on my own path. And when you do end up getting to that point where you're at a solid position, it's like nothing will break you.
Yeah, no, of course not.
Nothing's going to bring you down.
No.
People are on your side.
Yep.
You have all the people behind you ready to back you up. And I think that's more powerful than anything.
Yeah. Last time you were on, you spoke about wanting to do movies, TV shows.
Yeah.
Is that still part of the plan?
Yeah. I had a movie actually come out this year.
Okay.
From something I filmed in 2022.
Okay.
I was a co-lead in it.
Sick.
It was a co-lead. It was a feature film. Pretty dope. It's available right now everywhere.
Okay.
On streaming.
I gotta watch that then.
Yeah. It's a feel good kind of like lifestyle movie. It's not like it's a comedy, but it's not like super bad comedy. It's more just like one of those like Lifetime channel. Those like just like in the background kind of, but also it's a good message. But
do you feel like you were acting in it or just being yourself?
Yeah. It was a bit of both.
Okay.
I was very much myself, but within a character.
Okay.
But yeah, it's called Please After You. If anyone's interested.
Sick.
Has a 8.8 out of 10 rating on IMDb, so it's pretty good.
That is good.
But yeah, this year is a big year because I am finalizing and ready to develop a TV series.
Sick.
And we're in the process of pitching right now.
Okay.
So maybe when this comes out, maybe a year after this, there will be a TV show out.
Okay.
And I'll be the lead.
Damn. Damn.
And that's it. That's my manifestation for this year.
Well, I was going to ask you to manifest something, right? But let's manifest something for the next 5 years then.
Okay.
Manifest something you want to come to fruition the next 5 years, 4 years, whatever it might be, and be as detailed as you can. Because I'm going to clip it back. And I'm going to say, this guy did it.
Bet. Lose 200 pounds. That'll be wild.
You're going to do that this year.
I know. If I lose 200 pounds, I actually will still be like 150. 140.
That's 140?
That's like you.
Nah, chill, bro. I'm like 189, 190. Like, come on. I'm trying to gain weight here.
Yeah. I wish I had that problem. I would like to, in 5 years, I would like to be a thriving human on a physical health standpoint.
Sick.
I would like to be like an average, like not average, like average Joe. I'd like to be a fucking average Joe. I'm not gonna lie.
In 5 years, though.
In 5 years, though, not now. I want to be a slob now. No, I want to be just like the average guy you look at and you're like, oh, that guy works out. Mm-hmm. That guy's healthy.
Yeah.
I want people to think that.
Yeah.
Because my whole life, I've gone with people looking at me and be like, that guy fucking let go of himself. Mm-hmm. That guy's fat. That guy's this. Oh, that guy probably doesn't give a fuck about his own health. I'm sure that's people have seen me and looked at me and said that. Online, it's happened. In proof in writing, it's been there. You fat fuck. You know how many times I've heard that to this day? Yo, this guy's face doesn't match his body. What the fuck? I hate that shit. So in 5 years from now, I don't want to hear it. Okay? I'm sick of these motherfuckers. So anyway, that's the basic version of that. Yeah, it would be nice to find my lifelong partner, like a fucking wife that is just perfect for me.
Yeah.
Not perfect for me. Mm-hmm. That can help elevate me and teach me things that I'll never learn without having a relationship with a good woman like her, which I think is very valuable for any man.
For sure.
And I don't know about kids and stuff like that. I don't know. With my career, that's my baby. Mm-hmm. And that's my priority. Even with a wife, this will still be my priority. But I do think it's possible for someone to fit into my lifestyle and still help elevate me and be a big part of it.
Yeah.
In ways that I can't even think about right now.
Yeah.
That I won't even know until it happens.
Facts.
Yeah, I would like to continue touring the world keep elevating, better, bigger venues, better shows, just in general, better quality. Mm-hmm. I'll never stop traveling because I love the traveling to different cities and performing. I think it's great. But more specifically, I would like to sell out an entire tour, like head to toe. I would like to have a full sellout tour. Like, it's like you post it, within 3 hours, sold out shows.
Yeah.
There's that Andrew Schultz does that. Matt Rife does that. Trevor Wallace, these are, I'm not jealous of them. I'm just like, these are people I admire that are doing this right now.
Yeah.
And I want to be like them. Because I'm like, well, these guys are sick. They're killing it. So I want that too. Mm-hmm. And I know it will happen. It's just a matter of time. And I want to be known. Funny enough, the TV series I'm doing right now that I want to pitch and develop, it's based around one of my more popular characters that I have online. And I want to be known for my characters so much that I do online, mm-hmm. that it can become in movies and TV shows on the level of Borat.
Sick.
I want to be known for that. I want to have iconic characters like that because I know I'm capable of it.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of like locking in and doubling down and like really making that world.
Yeah.
And just fucking, yeah, really showing people what talent and skill is involved in making these. And that's on a personal level, like in terms of career stuff and personal. And then also I would love to work with some of my favorite comedians in the world. Obviously, like Kevin Hart. I've been saying this for years. Kevin Hart. I love Kevin Hart. I think he's great. People shit on him, but
no,
he's a fucking mogul, dude. He's a mogul.
Yep.
He's one of the best to do it. He's involved. He's the Drake of comedy.
Pretty much, yeah. That's a great way to put it.
Bro, he's in Mr. Beast's YouTube video.
Yeah.
Why is he there?
Yeah.
Who cares?
Streaming with Kai Cenat. Yeah, he's everywhere.
I fucking love that shit.
Yeah. He's a culture icon at this point.
He is. 100%. It's like, yeah. So I wanna be. Well, I also wanna for sure make sure, like, I want to have my parents fully like set and just retired, everything.
Yeah.
Anything to fucking, help them be fully at peace and, enjoy the last bits of their life, obviously.
For sure. No, dude, I think you're going to do all of that.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to have you back again.
Yeah.
Say everything you said, everything's, hopefully it doesn't take 5 years for the next one, but
yeah.
What do you want to be remembered for?
Being stupid. No. Well, also I want to build my brand a lot too. I do want my stupid brand to be world known.
Yeah.
Kind of like Full Send, like they're known globally at this point. It's like Nike, like I don't know what the fuck is Nike.
Yeah.
What's Adidas?
Yeah.
It started somewhere,
mm-hmm.
and I think it's very possible. I want to be remembered for. I want to be remembered for being for the people, and continuing to put on for myself, like my culture,
mm-hmm.
for all the Persians and Iranians and immigrants in the world. Yeah, and just represent, man. Represent for the city. Represent for Toronto, for Canada. Pretty much be that guy. Be that guy for your country and your heritage. Kind of like Drake is for Toronto,
Yeah.
It's like I really admire that. Yeah.
Well, Drake, yeah, put us on.
Yeah. So
I think you're putting us on too, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm doing my best. Yeah.
You're putting on Brampton, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Neema, bro, I appreciate your time, man.
I appreciate it. Thanks for having me on.
Peace, guys.
See you in 5 years.